Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. Last episode, we made it here to the Buckingham region, where we learned that the children here had been put under a curse. At their 5th birthday, during their first full moon, they were cursed into becoming a monster that would come back to town for just a few days before losing all sense of humanity and never being seen again. Seems like it might have something to do with a pirate that used to come around. After that, we laid a trap to actually track one of the children here to the beacon, grab something so that way we can put out the black flame inside, and now it's time to see if we can save the town from the curse. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It'll really help me out, and I'll make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. With all that out of the way, let's get into it. So, we're just going to go ahead and head on inside. And our objective here is to just follow the footsteps. However, there might be a couple things like these barrels laying around that we probably want to get. There's a seat of sorcery for us. Most of these enemies, if not all these enemies, are just the same ones we've seen outside or in other areas. Like, I'm pretty sure that Tempest guy... Wow, that was an enemy? Oh my gosh. I thought he was going to like be someone we could talk to. We saw him underwater. That like cyclone guy. So I don't think we need to fight him. Oh, there's a fright urn for us. See if there's anything else. I guess there's no fright barrels. Nope, nothing else there. Let's go ahead and just proceed. I'll worry about that cyclone guy if we need to come back and fight him later down the line. We've already missed one enemy somewhere, so we'll have to come back eventually. Or at least not here, but go back to a previous area eventually to fight that enemy we're missing. This is definitely going to have something down here, so let's go ahead and run this way first. Again, I don't know if this is technically a new enemy type. I know we fought a similar one underwater, but you know, it could be anything. It could be a completely different enemy. When you summon that Franticor, that thing is brutal. I keep forgetting to use that whenever we're in boss fights with Aisha. I just keep passing her turn, but I should definitely be using that Franticor. Mervyn does do significantly more damage, but still. That's level 35 for Sir Mervyn and a level 7 Paladin for Ruff. Just go past you and get a Seed of Magic right there. Hopefully when we defeat the boss of this area, we end up getting lights turned back on in here, just so it's a little bit easier to see. But I guess there wouldn't be monsters here if the lights got turned on. There's an Yggdrasil leaf. I don't think you have to fight any of these, because those are all enemies. Let's go ahead and just click that, which will open... Oh, I didn't even see that door right there. And then another chest up here. Oh, that is a new enemy type. I mean, technically, that's just a regular enemy, or regular version of an enemy we fought as a boss a long time ago. He was back in the town where all the people got turned into animals, where we got Ruff. Oh, this is gonna be brutal. Is this a death? Hold on, we might lose here. Tails woke up and got to use a multi-heal, but now he's paralyzed. Aisha, you better get lucky here. No, not Kazam. Oh, that's so bad. I really needed her to use the slime ability. That's fine. It's just the well-wishers now, which aren't, like, these are the things giving us status effects, but they don't do as much damage. But if Maribel doesn't attack, we're never going to get anywhere here. Tells you to sizzle. Good stuff. Okay, ooh. Got a little bit concerned on that one. And level 34 for Aisha. It was a Thuggler. Gives me a top hat. And right there is a file of Yggdrasil Dew. We'll go ahead and step outside real quick. Okay, this is the upper area we saw earlier. Seems like it's just a chest with a mini medal in it. Good thing I saw this little exit here. I wanted to go ahead and drop off our mini medals. Maybe we'll do that at the end of this episode if I remember. Just because we're holding on to quite a bit, so we should get some rewards from him. Can I sneak past him? I mean, technically, yeah. Okay, I made it. Let's just go ahead and hop on here. I mean, you guys know how these puzzles work. Could I? No. Oh, come on. I hoped for the best. I could see it definitely wanted to give that to me. Oh, there we go. because it was like so close. So let's go ahead and just take this over here to the left to get that chest. And grab it and hurry back, hurry back. There's a solar fan. Oh boy, barely made it. Unfortunately, we've looked at the fans before. While they give you a ton of charm, their attack power is pretty weak. I mean, that's actually that fan might be pretty solid. I try not to give it to Aisha. There's just better things to do. Unless you have a spell or something that specifically is scaled off of charm, which I think they'll specify. There's not really a reason to not just give her the best weapon you can. We can't open that yet. We'll need to hit that switch. So let's go ahead and just keep following. Oh, I could have sworn I had a prompt to press A there. Go ahead and come down here to grab this chest with a seed of agility. Back up here, we can grab this chest. One of these is going to be a mimic. No, a suit of magic armor. Unfortunately, got into a combat. Oh, I almost stopped recording. Okay. Follow orders, and let's hope for the best. Okay, he attacks. So these are liquid metal slimes. These are better than regular metal slimes, but they take a lot more hits to actually hit. Okay. I don't think Gold Rush would do anything here. I think my best bet is probably to do Summon Beast and hope it hits the metal slime. There we go. Hits twice, which is solid. Then we can go ahead and Falcon Slash is probably my best bet here. Well, I mean, I got to use Hatchet Man. It's when it hits, it crits. I killed it. Wow. That is a liquid metal slime defeated. Well, unfortunately, I wish I had increased experience or something on, but at least to be able to show off how strong it is. We'll just kaboom here. I'm guessing 10,000 experience. If I had to guess, that's typically what it is. A single liquid metal slime, yep. 10,000 experience. 10,500 experience. Still 5 proficiency, though. Level up for Tails to 35. Level 7 Paladin for Maribel. Level 8 Luminary. That's mastering the Luminary for Aisha. Level 35 for Ruff. Unfortunately, Aisha... Wow, I really thought everyone was going to level up off that. Looks like liquid metal slimes might not even be the way to go at this stage in the game. That armor we just got, that magic armor. Have we had that before? We have not. Let's see if it's better for anybody. It is better for Sir Mervyn. Not for Aisha, though. Okay, we'll go ahead and give Sir Mervyn the magic armor. And head up to the next floor. I'm surprised. Like, typically I know when certain things like that are going to appear. Like liquid metals and stuff. Just because I'd make a note of it so I know when I need to grind. But that's insane. Right there we got the Aurora Blade. That is right here. It looks... Is that the same model? It's a slightly shinier version of the Cautery Sword. We, of course... Ooh, not better for Sir Mervyn, though. Guess we'll go ahead and give it to Tails, then. Can be used in battle to assail all enemies with huge explosions of light. Deals light damage when attacking. Oh, there is light damage in this game. That's cool. Okay, we'll just go ahead and let this go all the way around. I'm assuming we need to hop off right here. And just keep letting it rotate. We got to get that chest on the right side first. So here we go. We'll grab that and see if we can make it back on in time. There's an Elfin Elixir. And we just got to wait for it to come back around so we can hop back on. I think after this episode, I might have to do another proficiency grinding. What I want to do is I want to wait until we've mastered every proficiency at least one time. And then I'll do a proficiency grind. But I believe everybody is on their final stages, right? They're all level 7. Yes, so as long as we get lucky here, we should... These two I'm not worried about. It's really the Paladin is not close and Armamentalist isn't close. So if we're lucky, we'll be able to master all those this episode, and then I can go ahead and do a little bit of grinding off camera. If it's like we're only missing one, I'll do the grinding off camera. I just like to at least master them each one time. So here we go. We don't need to save. We'll just go ahead and run on up here and see what awaits us. Black flame is flickering ominously. Sprinkle a phial of prism dew. Let's do it. And here we are in a different realm. However, just right ahead is actually where we want to go.
Finally, you have arrived. I have long since grown tired of waiting. And even longer since has the grinding into dust of mere cattle ceased to amuse me. I had hoped that an opponent truly deserving of annihilation at my hand would one day appear. And here you are at last. But you took too long. Far, far too long. I had thought to toy with my prey before destroying it. But I have grown impatient. You will be crushed forthwith and without mercy.
Here we go, Togris Maximus. I was actually surprised we're not fighting the pirate guy because that's who I thought was going to be like the main antagonist here. But here we go. Ooh, getting hit for 40. He attacks 3 times in a row. That is insane. Okay, do I have anything super effective here? I don't think I do. So it looks like we're just going to be using Unbridled Blade to do the most amount of damage. 323 is not bad at all. Let's go ahead and get an oomph on him. And then I think I'm just going to do double kabuff here. I'm so excited. I wanted Tails to be a little bit more of like what heroes typically are, which is like a little bit of physical, a little bit of magic. But man, I've been so disappointed by the Armamentalist. It just like Tails has a really good attack stat and he is not making use of it. And his magic just isn't as good as Maribel. So he's just not the best. Let's go ahead and pass the torch. I do remember I'm going to use her summon the beast, but every other turn is pretty much going to be passing the torch. Let's do double-edged slash. How much does he heal for? Not quite up to full, but, well, doesn't matter if he misses all those attacks on me. Oh, Sir Mervyn, you shouldn't have. 11,084 or 1,184. That is insane. Sir Mervyn, Sir Mervyn. Let's do flame slashes. Honestly, I could probably oomphle myself to make me a little bit stronger because, unfortunately, once again, there just really isn't much for her to do here. I guess we'll do a caster sugar again. Here's where I'm a little bit worried. Ooh, Maribel took a lot of damage. And Sir Mervyn fell. No, Sir Mervyn. Let's hustle dance. And then we have the caster sugar up. Let's do a second round of that. Get it to +2. And then passing the torch is pointless here. Let's just summon Beast. If we pass the torch, we waste that turn with Sir Mervyn.
Up we go.
And here we go. Double-edged slash. There's another 1,100. Oh, boy. Honestly, I know she's not going to do an insane amount, but you really can't ask for anything much better than this. It has to be double kabooms because Kaswooshels don't really do much. Let's see. 240. You know, about 500 damage. Not bad. I wanted to go ahead and use Flame Slash, but as I can see here, it probably isn't worth it right now. Let's do a Kasizzle. I'm just curious how much this will do. 300. Pretty solid. Sir Mervyn, make... Oh, he dodged. I think I have to pass the torch. I might lose. Yep, I lost everything though, man. I knew that was going to happen. I mean, he had his time to shine, right? It has to come to an end eventually. Let's just do... Let's do a multi-heal again. We're boosted right now. Get another Cub buff up. Just so Sir Mervyn doesn't take a lot of damage if he does get hit. Unbridled Blade. And then I guess we'll just go for another Kaboom. And no reason to pass the torch. Let's summon Beast. I think the Saber Cat might be a guaranteed crit, which honestly makes that pretty solid for liquid metal slime farming. Unfortunately, Tails is on healing duty now. Let's go ahead and multi-heal. Good miss. Of course, it hits Maribel. Oh, it hits Sir Mervyn too. Everybody, please stand back up. Okay, there's Aisha. Let's go ahead and summon Beast. There's a Franticor. And there we go. That's enough. Didn't even have to use it. We kind of went overkill there. That is the Togris Maximus defeated. 3660 XP. Pretty solid. That is level 35 for Maribel. Togris Maximus drops a chest with a black fragment. Okay, we're getting somewhere now.
No! How can this be possible? But it matters not. Buckingham may be saved, but the sea dragon will remain frozen for all time!
Did I hear something wrong? I thought they said 5-year-olds. Not 5th full moon. Maybe it was 5th full moon. Whoops.
Hey.
You did it. You really did it. Everything suddenly went bright and there was no monsters anywhere to be seen. So we ran here to see what was going on. And it's true. The guiding light is burning in the beacon once again. The darkness is gone and it looks like we're not sealed off from the world anymore either. You've done so much for us. We've been thinking of a way to thank you and...
Now.
Hey, we're not supposed to talk about that until we get back to the palace. So let's not waste any more time here. Come on, let's get home. Oh yes, of course. We'll need to use the guiding light to fire up the palace lighthouse as well. There. Now, if you'd be so good as to follow us back to the palace. Come on, everybody.
Now.
Better go straight in. The king is waiting for you. Everyone's waiting for you, in fact. Oh, and would you mind taking the guiding light up to the rest of the way to the lighthouse? Thanks. That is everyone waiting for us. Look, it's our heroes and saviors. This sense of elation, it's almost as though Captain Shark Eye himself had returned. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Oh.
We love you. Thank you all so much. We'll never forget what you've done for us.
Everyone, on behalf of all the citizens of the Kingdom of Buckingham, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
King Buckingham! Lady Anais has disappeared! And they found this weird old man in her bedroom!
Weird? How dare you?
And just who might you be, if you please?
If you shut up and listen, I'll tell you. I am Scuba.
It's Scuba.
King of the seabed. I was sent here by the water spirit herself. I brought a message for the people of Buckingham. A message from Anais.
A message? Why would you be delivering messages for Lady Anais? King Scuba, was it?
An excellent question. And here's your answer. Because she's living under the sea with me now.
She jumped. I knew it. Oh, how could she have been so rash?
Oh, stop your snivelling, man. The only one who's jumping here is you, to conclusions. If you know Anais at all, you'll know that she's been doing very little lately, except praying for the Almighty to reunite her with her beloved Shark Eye. Unfortunately, the poor fellow's ship is frozen solid, and it's likely to stay that way for all eternity. Even if the Demon King were to be defeated, it would take centuries for the ice to melt. It goes without saying that she doesn't have much hope of living that long. But that didn't stop her praying. She said she'd do anything to be alive when her beloved finally thawed out. Anyway, somehow or other, her pleading made its way down to the seabed. My kingdom, as you may recall. Now, I'm not a particularly powerful king, but I do have one rather impressive ability. The ability to grant life to any creature in my kingdom for as long as I see fit. Well, Anais was determined. She was willing to come and live underwater as long as it meant that she might eventually be able to see her husband again. So when your heroes here beat the monsters up in that tower and lifted the curse hanging over the country, I thought it might be a good time to come and fetch her.
I had no idea she would go to such lengths.
Well, she did, and there's no turning back now. I was able to turn her into a mermaid, but making her human again would be beyond my powers. She knows this, of course, but that was the sacrifice she was willing to make in order to see her husband again. Now, as for her message, she wanted to say thank you to you, King Buckingham, and to all of your subjects. And she doesn't want you to feel sorry for her. She's happy with her choice. She's made her peace with it. There, all done. Right, I'm off.
Wait, I must ask you something before you leave. What became of the child that Anais was carrying when the kingdom was plunged into darkness?
Well, I don't know for certain, but I have an inkling. You see, the sea dragon and all its crew have enjoyed the personal protection of the water spirit since ancient times. That's why her captain always bears the mark of the spirit somewhere on his body. It's passed down through the generations. Which means, by the way, that any child Shark-Eye and Anais had would also carry the mark. But I digress. I have a sneaking suspicion that Shark-Eye's child wasn't abducted by the Demon King, as some say, but was in fact spirited away by the water spirit for its own safety. I wouldn't be surprised if he or she was living a perfectly normal, perfectly peaceful life somewhere out there. But
Is that
I'm
me?
just a humble servant of the spirit. I don't know any of this stuff for sure. Anyway, I'm glad to see the darkness got lifted and that we're no longer sealed off from the world and everything. Water spirits' blessings and all that.
Perhaps I failed to grasp the depths of Anais' love for Shark-Eye. Still, we must heed her message. We must not feel sorry for her. She has taken her fate in her own hands. It is time we did the same. The palace lighthouse must be lit. Please, follow me.
I've been confused for Shark Eye multiple times. Am I Shark Eye's kid? Is Shark Eye my dad? Is this just like barely in the future? Or in the past, rather? Well, I want to climb up here first. Nothing up here. Alright, let's go ahead and light the lighthouse, shall we? Let's transfer the guiding light to the Buckingham Lighthouse. The celebrations last late into the night, and when they finish, the people of Buckingham sleep soundly for the first time in years. Then, morning comes. Oh, that's one of the long loading
It
screens.
seems the time has come for us to say goodbye. Though I doubt this is the last we'll be seeing of each other. Now, it is time for me to repay you as promised. I thought perhaps this would make for a most fitting reward. It is the legendary sword, passed down from one captain of the Sea Dragon to the next. Shark Eye left it in my care when he set out before his final battle, that it might be used in defense of his wife and unborn child. Until now, I had not met one whom I deemed worthy of such a weapon, but in you, I have undoubtedly found such a person. I hereby present to you the Sea Serpent Saber. You wield it well, just as I had expected. Truth be told, there is something of Shark Eye about you. Incidentally, it strikes me that I've told you very little about the captain. You must be curious to learn more about him. I beg your pardon. My chief minstrel told you everything you needed to know. But I do not employ a minstrel. Oh, I did, of course, a long time ago. He was a fine man and a talented musician, but he fell ill and died many years back. But of course, you are blessed with powers beyond those of ordinary humans. I should have learned not to be surprised by your capabilities. In any case, the most important thing I wish to say to you today is simply this. Thank you. Your name shall live on in the legends of my kingdom for all time. And not only here in Buckingham, I believe the dwarves also have reason to thank you. They would be grateful for the opportunity to express this gratitude in person. Perhaps you should pay them a visit before you leave.
Yeah, there's no way we're not related to Shark Eye. First off, we're a fisherman. Our family are fishermen. And we get this sword. Where is it? Where's our new sword? The Sea Serpent Saber. Please tell me anybody can equip it. No, is it like Sir Mervin's sword? Only Tails can equip it. I hate when they do that in Dragon Quest games. Like, I understand it from a lore perspective. Like, come on, I'm just gonna give her the solar fan. I don't even care anymore. It's just like, come on. Anybody can hold a sword. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess I should check him. No. Okay, just Tails, huh? We'll go ahead and give it to him, of course. It is a huge increase to attack power. Can be used in battle to summon a torrent of water, which surges through a single group of enemies. We'll go ahead and give it to Tails. He gets his Sea Serpent Saber. Pretty cool, though. And if we do end up being like some sort of descendant of this guy, pretty cool lore there. Before we leave, we do want to go check out the armor shop this time around, because I didn't get a look at it beforehand. So let's see. You want to give me stuff for free since I saved your kid? Nope, of course not. Ice Shield is probably the way to go. Yeah, let's go ahead and just pick up an Ice Shield and give it to you. Pick up another Ice Shield. Give it to Sir Mervyn. And then I probably don't want to go too crazy on the steel helmet, so we'll just hold off. And then finally, I looked this up because I was like, there's got to be a way to open this. It is not story related, and I could have got it our first time in here. But if we come back out, actually, she might tell me right now. Hold on. Does she tell me how to open it? No, she doesn't. Essentially, you just come up here and you keep clicking A and you find a bookshelf or a switch that opens. And there we go. This should be a turquoise fragment. Yes, it is. That is important because that is the next story objective we have to do. So I'm glad we were able to get that now. And with that, we'll go ahead and just head on over to the heavy metal hole real quick. So that way we can go pay a visit to the dwarves, see if they will give me the stuff down in their basement as well. Hop down here. And let's see, are we being friendly now, guys? Yes, we are. Break that for medicinal herb. And a seed of strength. Really makes me wonder why we even bothered coming back here for that. But here we go. We'll go ahead and talk to this guy, the old man. You took your time, didn't you? Still, you're here now, I suppose. Now listen, there's a few things I'd like you to have. They're in the storeroom down below. You're free to grab them whenever you like, but they'll be useful to you on your travels, so sooner is probably better than later. Listen, don't bother yourself with trying to mediate between Buckingham and me. I know full well he's not a bad man. He knows I know that too. There's no need to make a song and dance about it. I'm interested. What was the whole lore with their queen, though? I don't understand, and it didn't really explain it. Well, either way, we'll go ahead and break this and this for a vial of magic water. Get a seed of resilience. Right here, we get another turquoise fragment. Again, very glad we came back here to grab this. And then we get a siren sword. Of course, it is not better for tails. I actually don't even see the siren sword. I need to start sorting by the newest. No. Sort by newest. No. No. Is it just Aisha? Whoops, I clicked recommended gear. Does stuff change? I don't think so. Where's the sword? Aisha can equip it. Oh, is it a dagger? Still, though, why couldn't I? Oh, because it's still sword. Wait. Yeah, hold on. Sort by newest first. Why? Interesting. That's weird. Regardless, it's not better. Has a chance to charm, but... yeah. Looks like that is it for the Buckingham region. So let's go ahead and take the teleportal back to the present. And there's no more tablet pieces for us to put down. No more fragments for us to find. We do know we have the turquoise fragment location as well as the black fragment location. We can go ahead and go put the turquoise ones down. There's not really a reason to put a black one down right now because we only have one of them. Any lore? Are we going to hear from our bug friend here? Oh, he can point me in the right direction. Wow, if you can't find any fragments. Okay, well, that's the first time we're seeing that. I can't sense even a single fragment anywhere in the whole world at the moment. Seems we've been awfully busy. That we have. Well, before we go back to the Divine Shrine, let's take a trip to our newly discovered island, shall we? Start by going to Pilchard Bay. Reason I wanted to come to Pilchard Bay is to see if King Scoober is here. Unfortunately, still not here. His whirlpool would have been right there. Trying to see if we can complete that, but does not look like it. So here we are. This is the same place we were just at. See if there's any... There is a seat of Therapusis. Nothing up here. We do have the Dwarf Cave that we can just go ahead and hop into. Go ahead and grab all of our locations and then fast travel once again. This is, of course, the Buckingham region. Head on over to the dungeon. Now, I probably won't show off this dungeon at all. We'll probably just run through it one more time, just reach the top. I don't know if there's going to be any enemies in there at all, but we've already ran through it one time, so no reason to run through it a second time. We'll go ahead and leave that for last, though. Let's start in the Buckingham Palace. It just shows me place stone fragments on the pedestal in the Divine Shrine. Okay. It literally doesn't tell me to do anything else, so... We'll go ahead and just finish looting this place, see if there's anything hanging around for us to grab. The same two dressers there. We get a trailblazing bandana. Now, my assumption with the minstrel that was talking to us is that was either King Scuba, the water spirit, or Captain Fisheye, or whatever his name is, Shark Eye, disguising themselves to tell us the story. Now, the problem was they said that Shark Eye was, like, suspended, like frozen in time or something. So I'm not really sure how that would work. If he was, like, frozen in place, he wouldn't be able to have reached us. But it could have been King Scuba, so... Go ahead and check down here for some pots with a single file. And then we don't really need to worry about the weapon or armor shop right now. I'm assuming it probably sells the same things or similar things to what we just had. Check the inn real quick. Downstairs first. With nothing in here. Back upstairs. We got 2 dressers with some gold coins. And nothing else in here. And then we'll go check out that... Was there one more house? There is. There's that one down south there. Nothing in that barrel for us. There are those barrels to the left side I need to grab on our way out of here, but nothing inside the dresser. And strong medicine in the barrel. Next, we'll go ahead and grab that treasure chest. We already know how to grab that. Maybe the person in this timeline would have given me the hint to actually get in there. Let's see. Nope. Didn't give me any information there. Let's go ahead and just start clicking A on this bookshelf real quick. And we find the switch. Had to put it on the side. Ah, that's funny. I was like, I should have already clicked it. And over here we get a mini medal. I think that's one of the last mini medals we can get right now. We'll go ahead and head inside. I do still want to go check out the mini medals before we end off this episode. Go turn them all in. And then with that, we'll just go check out the palace. Now, in present day, or in the past, there wasn't anything in here. I don't think at all. We'll go ahead and check out the lighthouse first. I'm not expecting there to be anything up here either. The lighthouse is still working, but nothing up here. So back downstairs, we'll look at the left side. Nothing here. Head downstairs. And, okay, 2 barrels. Please have something. A vial of magic water. I'll take it. And then we'll hold off going down there for last, just because I'm not sure what it'll be. We'll go up here first. And we'll just check the top floor real quick. 2 more barrels. With nothing in either one. And check the balcony. With just a lady outside. Wow, this town really didn't have much. There wasn't much to begin with on our first trip here either, but... Oh! This is the battle arena. Holy, there is quite a lot to go through here. In fact, there are DLC you can get for this game that adds more fights. Welcome to the battle arena. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is your first visit. There's some tough challenges waiting for you in the battle arena. Be sure to take a look at the rules before you get started. Here, right underneath Buckingham, there's a battle arena where the toughest of the tough duke it out for all to see. There are several tournaments to enter with ranges of difficulties, but all are fought as a series of one-on-one battles where only the winner moves on. And best of all, the ultimate victor stands to win some incredible prizes. So, you can choose which tournament you want to enter, as well as the prizes. Right now, all you can see is that there's the Bronze Cup. However, the quicker you win, the better rewards you'll get. I will be holding off on doing this battle arena for later. Essentially, you want to basically be at the end of the game if you want to beat all of them with the perfect scores, maybe even in post-game. But regardless, you want to have like your optimal class setup, and I do not have that right now. So let's go ahead and zoom over to... Wait, does this say Buckingham Palace? Why is this also the Buckingham Palace? Is that a... Huh. I mean, weird. I don't think that's a glitch. Maybe it's an oversight. Maybe the developers just... I mean, I also might get an explanation here, because clearly that said Buckingham Palace House whenever I walked inside. Still very odd. Let me try talking to the dwarf here. I mean, I guess it tells that they became friends. Should head to the King Buckingham's library. Okay, I mean, I don't really care that much. Just interesting to see the fact that they're friends, sure, and I guess that's the story it tells, but why is this also now just Buckingham Palace? Why wouldn't they just call it, like, Dwarf Palace or Palace of the Dwarves? Buckingham Dwarfdom, I'm not sure. Something differentiating. There are a lot more houses here, though. Over here we get a medicinal herb. We'll go ahead and check this right room out real quick. I mean, this is the actual Buckingham Palace, I guess. Oh, it's because they turned the other place into the arena. The All Blades Arena. But still... Oh, he married the queen. Queen Buckingham. And then he's just telling us we should go check out the arena. Why don't I give you a little present? Here, it's all yours. An interesting looking card. The VIP pass. Isn't peace wonderful? Ho ho ho. Okay, I looked that up because I was curious what that is. I'll be showing it off. I know where I'd take it now. I wonder, could I have actually looked at it in-game? At Buckingham's Battle Arena. Here's the thing. If it is what it says online, I know what to use it for. There's a weapon shop. The Godius sword and the Sage's staff. I will, of course, pick that up. It is expensive, but we'll go ahead and give it to our only caster in the game. The Lunar Fan is also better than the Solar Fan. You know what, man? Sure, why not? Go ahead and give it to you. And then check out the armor. A dragon shield, some slime armor. There is no reason to buy any slime armor. I can just go grind that if I really want it that bad. Let's go ahead and head down. Down here is the same dungeon we were in previously, but it doesn't look like there's any monsters this time around. Seems like the dwarves have done a pretty good job of keeping it clean. There's a seat of strength. But we're just going to go ahead and make our way all the way down. See if there's anything at the bottom for us. Typically where you fight the boss, you'll find at least something, as long as that dungeon still stands. Anything down here? Nope, this is the bottom. Let's go ahead and run around the left side, see if there's anything hiding. And a gold spot for a mini medal. And then let's just check. Nope, nothing over here. Okay. Let's make a quick stop back at... Where does he go to the arena? Because it'll be quicker to get there from here. And in the original, at least, this is what you'd use the VIP pass for. So in Buckingham Palace, there was a casino. Over here on the right side actually was a casino. It has been changed in this game due to laws concerning gambling in video games. But apparently if you talk to this person with this VIP pass...
Oh, hello there. You've got the look of very important people about you. That means you're entitled to a puff puff. Would you like one?
I've said this before, I will not... we don't technically know what puff puff is. There's implications on a couple different things, but in every game they offer to give a puff puff. We'll do it.
Lovely. Close your eyes then. Ready? Here we go. Wasn't that a funny sound? I made it with a trumpet, you know. Let's hope it brings you plenty of good luck. See you again soon.
Yeah, obviously it was just a trumpet, guys. Well, with that done, we can go ahead and go to the beacon. I don't know if there's an achievement associated with that. Achievement would pop up on my left monitor if that was the case and I didn't get one. So maybe not. But have fun if you guys want to. In here we have the beacon. I don't know if there's going to be monsters here like there was previously. Yes, there's actually a new monster to this area. We'll go ahead and fight it real quick. These are some sky fries. We have fought these guys plenty of times, but this is the first time they've technically been just basic enemies. They just have been showing up with boss fights. A gem slime shows up and immediately destroys them. Some XP. And that is a max level gladiator learning Unbridled Blade for Rough. I'll just go ahead and squeeze past this guy. Why are there humans living here with monsters? Should we talk to this guy about that? He's just a keeper of the beacon. Cool. Why are you here and surrounded by monsters, sir? Do you need help? Because that guy did try to attack me. There's an antidotal herb, a magic water, and some strong medicine. Go ahead and head back up. And this is a long dungeon. Like I said, I won't show the whole thing off. But we will show off any new chests or anything else that are hanging around here. Down here. Ooh, this is a new enemy as well. This is another one of the gargoyle enemy types. Summons a beast. Just a great saber cat. Ooh, critical hit on him, though. The Sculpture Vulture. Let's see. Uses Flame Slash. We're doing a little bit more damage there, Tails. That's what I like to see. And no level ups there or masteries. There is a Seed of Deftness. Anything hiding back here? Nope, no reason for me to go over there. Hello, good sir. Do you need assistance? Go ahead and open this door. And, okay, good. The puzzle is not still there. Oh! Well, you were a boss literally last region. The Cumulus Rex, as well as some Sky Fries. Let's see how this goes, shall we? Maribel heals herself. We do a Kazam. Oh, wow. Really not that tough. I thought it was going to be like 1,000 health, like a Cyclops kind of enemy. There's level 36 for Sir Mervyn and a max level pirate giving us access to Parallax. There's also level 35 for Aisha and a Master Monster Master. We get Summon Dragon. Unfortunately, that means I do need to go take a peek in the career sphere for both of them. Wasn't ready for this yet. I mean, the only option for him really is the Paladin. And then for her, this is where it gets even harder. I think we'll just, instead of being a Luminary, I think we'll just go Pirate. And I just need Armamentalist and Sage to max out this episode. Because I want to grind between episodes, so that way I can get onto Master level vocations. And with the class changes done, let's go ahead and step out here. And there is a chest in the same spot there was previously. With a Seed of Sorcery. And head up here. And we'll go back. We got to go up there this time. This is... I don't know if this is technically a new enemy or not. We've fought these types of enemies before. This is a Mandrake Major. I don't know if he was the same that was with the Green Dragon or if this is a different one. Someone's a dragon. It's a Crested Viper, man. The most basic dragon. I wanted to show off all of them.
Excellent.
I'm hoping we get enough proficiency. Nope. I might just do a little bit of grinding here in this tower. Just so I can show it off. There's a diamond for us. We'll go ahead and cross over here. And Can't go in there yet. Well, it's another new enemy type. As long as we're finding these, I don't have to do any grinding this episode. I think this is the first of this type as well. Another crested viper, dude. We fought the sculpture vulture already, but these are like straight up demons. The guy on the left, let's see what they're called in this game. Maybe the Mucifer. There we go. Sir Mervin's an absolute monster. And we'll go ahead and head down here. We do need to fight him to get to that treasure chest. That's a liquid metal slime. Oh boy. Let's see. It does not run, which is always a plus. There is nothing she can do, so let's just punch it. Yep. And then let's go for the summon beast. I think this is a guaranteed crit. It is a guaranteed crit. That is insane. That is actually broken. If that is a guaranteed crit and it hits every time because it's a summon, which I don't think it does, that is incredibly broken. You do have to get lucky, but I'm pretty sure that is like the most basic of the beasts, which means you have a high chance. There's another 10,000 XP. It's level 36 for Tails and Maribel and Ruff. Wow. I'm not even trying to do liquid metal slime farming. There's another kamikaze bracer. We got one of those a long time ago. Got to squeeze past this guy. I can't make this up. There's another one right here. We do crit it. We do get the crit with the Great Saber Cat again. There's another 10,000 XP. This is an accident. That's 37 for Mervin. Level 4 Paladin for Mervin. Level 36 for Aisha. Wow. Wow. Typically, I have to do liquid metal slime farming. That is why. And here's the thing. Liquid metal slimes aren't even the best in this game. For a long time, liquid metal was basically the best you could get. That is pretty much the case throughout Dragon Quest 1 through 3. Even in, like, whenever I played through Dragon Quest 6 and 8, there were stronger things to do, but it was just less consistent than getting liquid metal slimes. So right here, we do get a little bit of a heal, but I don't think there's a boss fight up ahead, so... Nope. This is the guiding light. We can view it if we want to, but that's it for this area. The only other place we have left is actually over here at the Divine Shrine. But before we head there, I do want to just quickly get my Armamentalist and my, pretty much everything. I want to max out my other jobs. Oh, I can't whistle on this floor. Okay, how about this floor? Yes, I can. Got a green dragon to show up. Just wanted to show that guy off real quick. On top of that, we got another liquid metal slime kill. Another 10,000 experience for us. That is level 37 for Tails, 37 for Maribel, and a level 3 Pirate, as well as 37 for Ruff. I think I'm just going to keep hitting liquid metals, guys. I don't know. I think it's just like every fight. Oh, didn't get one this time. Got 2 liquid metal slime kills in that one. 20,000 experience. There's level 38 for Sir Mervin, 37 for Aisha, and 38 for Ruff. And guys, I gotta leave this spot. This is I love it. It is so much fun. But I have to just move on or I'm gonna get so over leveled. So let's go ahead and head to the Divine Shrine. This is where we want to put our turquoise fragments into. And I want to get through this little section of the game before we end things off this episode. So we'll go ahead, head up top here. And this is where we could place the turquoise fragments. So let's go ahead and place our last 2 pieces we just got. And we can travel to another world. You can see it has a different sort of symbol there. It's not the usual shape of a continent. This is the Pool of Piety region. However, it is basically just the eastern side of an area we've already been to. These monsters will get one shot if you fight them. So if you want to run around and do exactly what I'm doing to increase your proficiency, you 100% can. These enemies are not difficult. You're just on the western side of, I forget what that region was called. The place where we fought the automatons. I'm just going to see if we can just get lucky and get a level up off fighting these guys real quick. If not, we're just going to keep moving on. But our sage is almost maxed. I can see it right there off to the right side. Not quite enough, unfortunately. So we'll go ahead and head into the Pool of Piety once more. Now, first time we were here, I believe there's a mini medal up here. So let me see if there's one up here this time around. No, there is not, but there is a strong medicine for us. And I do think I'm going to be able to max out my Armamentalist this episode. We're about to go back underwater, kind of like what we did the first time we came through the Pool of Piety a few episodes back. So fighting the enemies down there should be enough for me to increase my proficiency enough on my Armamentalist and my Sage, letting us get our master level classes next episode and start to actually, like, get very specific with the builds we want on our characters. But yeah, here we are, down back below the Coral Cave once again. We don't need to save. I believe these are the exact same enemies we fought once before. They are actually going to run away from us as well. But that is a level up for Tails. Go ahead and slice these slimes here. We're just going to basically punch all the enemies as we go down here. Because we got all those liquid metal kills, I think we are way stronger than the enemies in this area now. So all this is just free proficiency. It is unfortunately only one, but one is better than none. So we'll go ahead and just do this, especially if it's only taking a few seconds as we run through here to click A on them. This is the one that is not. Okay, we'll go ahead and deal with this real quick. And grab this chest right here for a Seed of Sorcery. Maribel, you are so close to maxing your Sage. Can we just get this done here? Real quick, please. Up top here is just another one of these guys. That's a Draculard. That is the strongest version of a dragon we can summon. Or Draculord, rather. That's crazy that we got that to be summoned right there. But that is a level 8 Paladin for Tails, learning Pearly Gates, as well as a max level Paladin for Ruff. I'm going to try to hold off. I know I'm kind of wasting some experience here because Ruff is max on both. But, like, you can sneeze, and both Armamentalist and Sage are going to be done. So let's just see if we can get this completed real quick. I mean, guys, it's like one fight away. This is insane. And we're back up here. I forgot that we have to, like, go through this area. Again, these are the same enemies, same level. They're not difficult at all. That's a max level Sage for Maribel. That gives her access to, I want to say, Magic Burst right here. It uses all of your MP to obliterate all enemies. The more MP that's used, the greater the damage. So, essentially, at the start of a fight, especially if you're fighting like a super boss or something, if you just cast that, it is typically considered the highest damaging ability in most Dragon Quest games. The downside to it, oh, hello. The downside to it is that you run out of all MPs, so it'll completely drain you, so you need to make sure you have things to regenerate it if you want to keep using it. And then Armamentalist should be done right here. Yep, that is a max level Armamentalist. So if we go check this one out, I believe we got access to the Crushed Ice. Skewers an enemy 4 times in quick succession with a Frosty Spear. And then we got Pearly Gates last time, which is Divine Retribution to all enemies. And I don't think we're going to have to fight anything else, so let's just go ahead and proceed upwards here. I will change out my jobs between episodes, mostly, oh boy, mostly because I'm just going to be... Oh, there's a pink pearl. I think you can just sell pink pearls for money. This is not an items. Oh, no, that's an accessory, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's plus 10 max MP. But I'll swap them to their proper jobs and finish just leveling up the rest of their jobs as well. Get them all maxed out up to this point. And we should be able to take this pathway back down. And they should give us access to this chest once again. These guys should still run away from me. Yes, they do. That is a Siren's Staff. I don't know if that's better. I honestly hope it's not better. It is not. Does give you a little bit more MP absorption, which is a way to recharge MP. Honestly, I think probably using Armamentalist combined with Sage to be able to do some damage and keep your MP high while you cast Magic Burst seems like a decent option. But here we are. This is the Altar of Arrival. This is how we're going to get back up into the sky. First, we're going to go ahead and head down here. And nothing hidden down here. Oh, nope, there was I saw it right whenever I walked back in. It's right by this bottom left enemy right here. It is a Seed of Therapesis. Now, let's go ahead and head up to the skies, shall we? Right here is another black fragment for us. Ooh, that's a different chime too. I believe all the black fragments take us into like the final area. And a mini medal. This actually reminds me of, if you guys ever played Dragon Quest XI, this reminds me of the platform that takes you to Yggdrasil, because there's also a mini medal like right when you were about to ascend up to Yggdrasil. I think it was a platform up to Yggdrasil. You guys know what I'm talking about though if you've played that game. It's right after the Village of the Mages section, who I think guard Yggdrasil. And with our stone, it repairs, I think. Maybe it doesn't repair, it just rises up. And it also rises up the Pool of a Piety little shrine there. And that's it. That is the Altar of Arrival. Now, with that done, we can go ahead and zoom on back. And we now have access to a new section in the present day. Because we rose both those things in the past, they both will be risen here in the present. And that's it for the turquoise fragments. There's nothing else for us to do with them. However, if we head outside here and we head back to the left side first, this will be an equipment shop that got built here in the region. You have new weapons right here. Pretty decent weapons. You get the Beast Claws, which are pretty strong for rough if you're using them as that. So is the Staff of Divine Wrath and the Sage's Staff. As for our armor here, you get access to the Power Shield, which is the best shield up to this point. And you can use it to restore HP in battle. You also have the Flowing Dress, the Magic Armor, and the Heavy Armor, as well as your Steel Helmet. Now, we're running low on money, so I'm not going to purchase any of that right now. And I believe this lady isn't anything, but I just want to double check. I thought maybe she'd let me play the lucky card game. It seemed like she had cards in front of her. And finally, you'll actually see that this was also risen. I'm not sure what that is, but that was not here our first time through here, I don't believe. But we can go over here. This was originally the Shrine of Piety. The like bottom one that we originally passed through. But if we head up here, check back behind here, we can actually find a gray fragment. We're only missing one more gray fragment. But finally, the last thing we need to do to progress is talk to her.
At first, there was but the faintest glow. But in time, the powers of the sacred stones commingled and took form, and the miraculous creation that now floats between them was brought forth from nothingness. Do not be fooled by appearances. To think it merely a lump of cold, dead rock would be a grave error. No, it is formed of the stuff of life itself. The sacred stones are imbued with the hopes and dreams, the heartfelt prayers of all the people of this world. It is these that have given birth to this wonder. Now, feel its power. Hear its call within your heart. Let the Sky Stone come to you. Did you feel it? Did you hear it in your heart? It is thanks to your efforts on behalf of this world and all those who live in it that this great wonder exists. It is yours to use as you see fit. Let it carry you to your destiny.
And so, we have access to a new thing. Let's go ahead and walk outside real quick. and hop aboard. Tails and company are now free to make use of the Sky Stone, which is basically just a big UFO. And finally, from ship to magic carpet to Sky Stone, with the Sky Stone at your command, not even the tallest of mountains can impede your exploration. To ride the Sky Stone, use it in the Important Items tab of the Items menu, press A to land again, or you can also set up as a shortcut for riding the Sky Stone to make using it even easier. And don't forget, you can hold right trigger while in flight to speed up. So yeah, you can now take off, and this thing can just go over every mountain. You can land anywhere you want to. If you want to go quite literally anywhere, this is your final mode of transportation. And it can take you anywhere you want to go. So, with that, I think we're going to go ahead and wind things down here. It tells us to try visiting some places you haven't seen or haven't been to before, including, if we actually head on back to Pilchard Bay real quick, it wants us to go grab that shiny little area right there that we've never picked up before. But I think we're going to go ahead and hold off until the next episode. I will see you guys then.